Hello everyone, welcome. We are quite literally just saying anything on the stream right now, I guess, in the comments. But hello. Welcome everyone. We are here today in the semifinals. I like how my graphic is not even actually aligned, but we're here today in the semifinals of RegentXD's CS2 Collegiate League. And we're going to be here in the Elite Division watching UBC Esports versus UCSB or UC Santa Barbara or Gaucho Gaming, playing here for the final spot in the grand finals of the Elite Division, where they'll be competing for over, I believe, $1,000. I hate to brag. I hate to brag about money, but you know that is what we are featuring here at RegentXD's CS2 Collegiate League. So yeah, welcome. If you don't know who I am, I go by Alpha Owl. I go by Alpha Owl, or Alpha Owl. I previously played for UC Santa Cruz for 2 years on the Collegiate team, and now I am here casting, and I am doing league adminning as well. So yeah, welcome everybody. For those who are slowly trickling in, and speaking of trickling in, so are our players into the Discord servers that we have provided here at RegentXD's CS2 Collegiate League. But yeah, let's take a moment and kind of go over match statistics right now. I did put up like a bait tweet on in Chinese, and now I got a bunch of people posting in Chinese. So it's kind of interesting. what is this supposed to mean? Oh my god, I think it's going on with the drama. It's the G drama right now. It's a bunch of G drama. Yeah, we're just doing anything, I guess. Yeah, we're just gonna try to let this in the meantime. We're playing Counter-Strike, that is chill. Yeah, we're just waiting. In the meantime, though, let us get that set up. Can we see right over? Okay, now we can. Nice. I kind of have a very impractical setup at the moment, so bear with me as I try to get everything accustomed for. Okay, I think that works. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Yeah, so right now we are currently in the semifinals. We're going to be watching UBC versus Gaucho Gaming. The first seed, which is UBC Elite, who got through the semifinals by having top seed of the division, as well as Gaucho Gaming, which successfully beat Bronco Esports just last week, in a 2-0 fashion. So we should be able to see a really tough game from both teams tonight. And we can let's talk about the trajectory of both teams. So, oh, nice, fantastic. I've like formatted this so well. Sorry, I'm just gonna resize the screen right now. Let's see. bear with me. Okay, that should work. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. Yeah. So if just making quick adjustments. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So if we take a look, UBC have what their general team roster. I don't know if anyone's been swapped out. I assume it's going to be the main people of AJM, Deserve, Lost, Accelerator, Warren, and Fidelity. Maybe Kelmlim. I don't think so though. But yeah, if we take a look at their trajectory so far over the season of Regent League, um, they were able to beat San Marcos Blue, beat Denver University, Bronco Esports, and they've only actually lost to Gaucho Gaming. Um, well, it looks like it was a forfeit match, so we actually did not see these guys compete against one another during the group stage. So it will be very interesting to see these guys square off for the first time. And yeah, I mean, I don't think there have been any other land settings. They might have competed against each other in NECC. I'm not really too sure. But yeah, both of these teams will be fighting against each other today, and then they also beat Fullerton as well. So yeah, very interesting game. And then Gaucho Gaming, on the other hand, they beat Bronco Esports, beat Fullerton, lost to Denver University, got the forfeit win from UBC, and they lost to San Marcos Blue as well. But as we did see in the quarterfinals, they did successfully beat Bronco Esports. So yeah, I think we have a good close game on our hands. And I think Gaucho was also looking pretty solid when I was watching them as well. So, I think they just gotta maintain that mentality, and they can maybe potentially push forward into the finals with that. And actually, on the other side, we did see San Marcos Blue beat Fullerton. The number 6 seeded team beat number 2. So quite an upset, honestly. And so, the San Marcos boys were able to book themselves into a spot to the grand finals, and now they're just waiting for their competitor to show up. Here for another goaded upset, go get him UCSB. And so yeah, what? Oh, actually, it looks like the roster for UBC is going to be AJN, Deserve, Lost, Fidelity, Kongbu, and Warren. So yeah, swap up of players, but people got to make what their schedule works. So yeah, not really too much to really share so far about the league. But yeah, we're kind of just biding our time, waiting it to face it. Do I actually have a command for face it? I could make that command right now. Actually, matter of fact, let me see if I could do that. Make. Let's see, Twitch. I forgot if I have them for Nightbot or not, though. That's the thing. We're gonna take a look at the broadcast in the meantime, and oh yeah, we should probably also check the face it as well. It doesn't look like everyone is in at the moment, so we do have some time to kind of kill in the process. Ooh. I think we are seeing some parties form, though. We're seeing some parties form. They're getting together, getting ready. So yeah. Yeah, everyone who's joining, welcome, and thank you by the way for coming to support CS2 or the collegiate scene here in California, because I think on the West Coast we don't really get a lot of opportunities that really benefit us in terms of time zones and whatnot. So it's kind of rough to sometimes play these matches, but RegentXD's CS2 Collegiate League has kind of been very forgiving and much more lenient in the schedule, being more suited for West Coast teams instead of having to be so demanding, especially just kind of like on the weekend schedule, and just like more comfortability with everyone and the support staff as well. We are hiring. If you are interested in joining to support us, feel free to reach out. But yeah, we are biding our time in the meantime. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Okay, I do have my commands here. Face it. How do I make like a Faceit elo Twitch command? Let's say that. Oh, Faceit chatbot hello elo. Or do you wanna? Okay, I have this all on another screen right now, so thankfully I won't like completely dox myself. I won't like dox myself nor will I give away my login information. But yeah. Right now we are just kind of dressed up for the holidays because why not? I'm gonna probably take off the hat during the cast because I will say that this hat is not the most comfortable. But yeah, just happy holidays, everyone. Finals are coming in for quite a lot of teams. So there's the struggle with that, as well as potentially winter break kicking in as well over the break. People gonna go back to go see their families. So yeah, very nice, very wholesome. Widget and overlays for streaming. Okay. You're in the right place. Where do I put this? Um how to make a command for Twitch bots. Yeah, looks like we were waiting for one more Santa Barbara player. And okay. That should be working. Type. Let us check our own chat and see if this works or not. No, that doesn't. Oh, hey, look, we got it to work. Fantastic. Nice. I will say I was level 10 and I did lose it recently. So, yeah, we're just gonna blame our problems on someone else. Yeah, we haven't really played. We've been kind of taking our time to grind back up. Tomorrow I do have an ESA match, so I would actually like to kind of get some more practice. We'll see how this cast goes though, and hopefully we get some time to practice. In the meantime, Faceit widget. Let's get a Faceit widget going as well. Oh wait, what? Um, can I put this somewhere? Ooh, do I need to buy it? Is that what happens? Ooh, I see, I see. There's like different prices for it on this website. Oh, it's like an extension. I see, I see, I see. I'm around 2100, 2200 at the moment. Link Faceit profile vote. Let's do it sometime. Are you from Collegiate? Is that why? I'll drop my Faceit. I'll drop my Faceit in the chat. Let me grab it really quickly. There you go. Hit me up on there. I want to see if I can get this like widget working. That's why. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay. Looks like we have everyone in, I think. Are they queued up yet? I don't know. Doesn't look to be. No, they haven't started queue yet. There are two parties though, so they should be queuing soon in just a little bit. And then we could kind of get to that. Because I want to see the map band pick before we kind of go to break beforehand. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Edit panels. Can I add a panel? Extension manager. AXA. Live facet overlay for CS2 on Twitch. Yeah, sure. Let's activate this. Okay, so I think it should be set up. Thank you, and thank you for following us all. UBC Soulmaster, thank you, thank you, thank you. No lol, just plugging for fun these days. Used to be on Div 1 UBC. Oh shit. We got an Unk here. That's good, that's good. I respect that, I respect. No, I'm kind of like the same thing too. I pug with my guys. I still pug with my guys to just kind of like go over and coaching them and whatnot. Cause honestly, for like my teams, this is kind of like their first time competing. We were able to retain like maybe 2 players from the original year roster from last year, but everyone else is like completely new. So we got a lot of interest, and so we decided to make 2 teams, and we're just trying to throw it against the wall and see what happens. And yeah, we're just trying to see how it's gonna work out, honestly. And I'm trying to see if I think there are some other people that are interested too. So yeah, we're just gonna hopefully. So I'm just making sure that this thing is working or not. I think it is though. But yeah, we're just hoping to wait for that to see. Okay, I think the match has started. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so they're doing map bans right now, and once we update this, we should be good. I'll friend you though. Yeah, often me and my friends just kind of play. We've been playing the SCA lately. We dropped down to lower bracket of ESCA, but or for open, but I don't know. It's kind of we'll have to see. Our team has not gotten like a game together in a while, so I'm kind of a little bit I'm a little bit unsure how that's gonna work out, but you know we'll see what happens. Okay, yeah. Okay, looks like we are gonna go with the first map is gonna be on Mirage, and the second map is gonna be on Overpass, and the third map is gonna be on Nuke. So actually a fun little mix of what we're gonna be seeing today. Let us put the timer on for, let's say 48. Yeah. Okay. Let's just get that all set up really quickly. But we are about to go into intermission, guys. So, yeah, don't go away. We are gonna, start soon. All right, fantastic. All right, don't go away. We will be right back to watch UBC Esports versus UCSB or Gaucho Gaming. All right, for the semifinals of RegentXD CS2 Collegiate League. Don't go away. Okay. We should be hopefully getting in soon. Just I think the warm up is like a few more minutes away. So we're just kind of waiting for that to end before we swap to the cameras over. But yeah, hopefully we should be starting soon. I'm not too sure if you could hear the gunshots through my headset. Oh, they're playing a 4v5, I think. There was some technical difficulties, I think, mentioned by UBC. I don't know if they're going to commit to it, though. A little hard to say. We are playing on spectator delay, so we're not going to sure what exactly their active response is unless they reach out. But yeah. But this was, Mirage should have been the map pick of, Gaucho Gaming. So I think we are probably going to see a CT side by UBC here on Mirage. Honestly, I think this is my first UBC casted game. It might be, or I think I've casted them before. I can't be completely mistaken. It's been a while. I forgot. Okay, I think they've just figured out everything. Fantastic. All right. All right, fantastic. And we are going live in 3, 2, 1. And there we go. We're in game. That's slightly outdated. Let me just refresh this. There we go. And we're live. Fantastic. Alright, so we're gonna have, starting out, looks like we are gonna see Gaucho be taking up all this mid control right now. No dock from Cat, I'm not able to provide any support whatsoever. And this is gonna leave it up to AJN and Kongbu to hold the safe side. Gonna be able to find a pick right now. And right now this push is a little bit delayed from Gaucho. Nice shots are being exchanged. Good damage being done. No bomb plant safe at all whatsoever. And Fuzzy. Only kill going to be picked up by Armada. But UBC are going to be able to take pistol round. Starting themselves off nice and easy. Not having to worry about any bomb plants. So Gaucho probably looking just to save here. We are going to see a force up on the Tech 9. Should be nice cruise control for Santa Barbara. So last time against Bronco Esports, we did see a pretty good game from Gaucho. Good recovery, and they had really good mental. And so now it's whether or not they're able to maintain their composure against UBC, who have had a pretty good win streak, all things considered. The only loss that they have is really just a forfeit loss to Gaucho. Just because they probably were not able to make the schedule at the time. But here they are now in the semifinals, not really having to worry much about schedules in the first place. And so UBC are looking to book themselves a slot into the grand finals. Make it nice and easy. And all they need is just to beat Gaucho here. We're going to pick up some nice, easy ecos right there. And once more, only one kill going out of the way against Fetally. But Gaucho not really able to capitalize too much off of that eco round, but doesn't really matter. Looks like they are going to be going for the full buy. The smoke is going to go out. We're going to have to see UBC find a response to this. Going for an aggressive mid hit. As Kongbu tries to work his way up through the smoke right now. Full guard change. This is the push, and this free fire is not working out. On a fast play also taken out as well. AJN might get caught on the timing from this work out of A. And he does. Fuzzy's going to pick up the A and claim the site. And left in a 2v4, UBC are probably going to have to secede their first round unless they could pull it together. Mission heard. Speedily catches timing, but unable to capitalize too much off of it. Oh, we're going to try to walk around the smoke. 1v3. Not getting spotted out completely yet. Walks right up onto Sir Knight. Reads the Tetris play on by Sauce Lord. He seems to know where both players are right now. But Fuzzy knows right where to peek and picks up a 3K to give Gaucho their first round. It's just what the team needs. And they keep themselves up for the count. So we're gonna see a full buy. Once again, a little bit low utility from UBC though. Saucer, we're gonna try to find this apps peak. Actually gonna hear the jump spot too from Warren. So he has good information. Unless he doesn't, perhaps? UBC just grabbing little information that they can. The little guns that they have available to them. Fiddly's gonna get fed a pick to Armada. Kills are going in the way. Deserve actually picking up 2, and AJN picks up the ramp lurk as well. And this seemingly A split just crumbles apart. Sir Knight taken out by Kongbu, and now it's all left to Sauce Lord up in apps. But doesn't seem to have a bomb on hand. Stuck in underpass. And found out by AJN, and UBC quickly pick up their third. I'm just gonna try to see if I could swap to a preview monitor right now, just so I could read everything a little bit easier. There we go. Fantastic. And it looks like we're gonna see Gaucho come up with this speed push, picking up 1 kill. Warren picks up 2, and then Armada cleaned up. Not too much of a hard round for UBC. So quickly picking up another round for them. Let me see if I can move some stuff around actually. So I'm just trying to find like a comfortable way for this to all be present for me. Another mid take from Gaucho, this time on pistols. Ooh, Armada's feet caught out by Deserve, who's having a nice clean start right now, sitting on top with 10 kills. Kongbu and Deserve picking up some more. Was he not getting any handouts with Sauce Lord? Finding one. Connects a second on a Kongbu. Swung out by Khan already. Italy just gonna clean it up, and UBC already sitting on top on 5. And we are already halfway into the first half of the match. I think we are gonna go. We're gonna see Gaucho switch themselves over for an A hit. They do have a couple smokes on them. And this mid control is already seceded over to UBC. Already cleared out from Fetally. So it looks like we are going to see the come up towards ramp. AGN gonna connect a nice shot on the Sauce Lord. And Deserve just picks up 2. Little team damage exchange as well. And Gaucho Gaming just... Gaucho gone right there as UBC just mop them up. Deserve picking up these multi-frags like it's nothing. And just absolutely shutting down any type of presence whatsoever. Gaucho gonna keep the gas going. And just trying to see if they could work a round out right now. But UBC just seemed to be really well prepped. Finally, a pick goes in the way. Rhino gonna pick one up, but Sauce Lord already picking out towards Zaps. Trade's coming out towards A, but this mid control is given out to Gaucho. But the lack of util is kind of slowing them down a bit, so they're trying to figure out their best way to repossess control of the map. Like, they have all this space and yet no space. It's like having games but no games. Speaking of kills, Armada is gonna pick one up. Trade it out. We are gonna see bomb go down, and now it's all left to Sir on the 1v2. AJN finding both picks and picking up a 7th for UBC. Already showing a dominant lead here on Mirage. Just mopping up the floor completely. No timeouts yet on the side of Gaucho. They're just kind of forcing their way through. Gonna have some util now with this buy. And this mid push from Fideli and Deserve. It's been working so many times, so why not again? But this time they actually have a 3rd on their way. Hongbu unable to connect onto this underpass. Traded out though. Kills going back and forth, and Sauce Lord already by himself 30 seconds into the round and a near impossible 1v4 situation. And so honestly, it just goes to show like the reps that UBC have really put into this map. Just completely taking over this mid control, not even phased at all by a potential split pressure. Gaucho just need to find some solutions right now to find something. Wait, I just realized I was respecting the wrong person. Lost Lord. Trying to flush out Fideli. Nice little find onto Warren, but is he going to be ready for the second person peeking? He is. Tries to hold for the angle, but UBC not even sweating a brow. Not even sweating their brows. So yeah, I mean, Deserve just absolutely sitting at the top. There's a reason why he is currently the leading stat patter of the league at the moment. Although I would say those stats are a little bit outdated, but there's a reason that UBC are sitting top on the first place of the Elite Division. So looking to book themselves a slot. But Armada finds a nice pick onto Apps. Hongbu is going to rotate early. Gaucho once more going to slow down, just try to see if they could find any map space that they could really work. You have like this 2 apps, 1 top mid kind of play. Fideli is hungry, looking for more, finds one on a Rhino. And all this util kind of going out everywhere across the map. AGN, will he be prepared for this underpass peak? Might just be. And he seems to have a feeling for the timing right now. Spotted out. He hold for the peak. This is not going to be contested whatsoever. Fideli going down on ramp. It's going to put pressure on AGN. Split onto this control. Deserve already here on the rotate too. And so now, an advantage goes for a man down for Fuzzy again, taken down. Kongbu dead. Now Deserve on the 1v3. Off down, and Gaucho Gaming finally going to pick up their second round here on Mirage. And looking to see if they can mount a comeback on their map pick. This is their map. But UBC's CT control has just kind of been super dominant. Kind of just running circles around them at the moment. A little damage exchange towards ramp. This abs info is going to be relayed over too. JN finds a goose pick. Looking to pick up a second as well. But not going to get too greedy. One on Rhino is just enough to already put Gaucho at odds. Have not really been doing too well on these man disadvantages. Mada's going to be found out through bottom mid. Sauce Lord, unable to connect anything. Really taking down the op, and now it's left up to Sir Knight in the 1v5. AJ going to be picking up a second, and UBC looking to end this half potentially on double digits unless Gaucho are able to pull themselves together. Going to be able to buy one more. Enough for a full buy here, but not going to be too much though. Could be at odds with their economy. And honestly, they might just be mentally reset for. They might just be trying to prep for a mental reset on map too. So now, actually, Gaucho are kind of taking their time on these mid pushes. They've kind of been conditioned off of pushing mid too fast because they're used to these mid pushes. But because of that, UBC are not really too worried. Ooh, Warren with a good apps push. Might be able to catch this. Misses the timing though as Armada finds him. And Armada's already booking it first sight. Completely given over. Surely gives up this info right now. Rotates are finally starting to come in, and this is gonna lessen the pressure of these holds. Kongbu actually, lost the timing and gonna sell out AJN. Repeatedly though, picks up towards ramp. And bomb is still actually towards ramp. It looks like they are recommitting towards this A split of sorts. Repeatedly unable to find it, but Kongbu gets the trade. But in a 1v3, bomb is a little bit front facing.
Has been planted.
Spotted out, finds the pick on a Fuzzy. Still just trying to search where these players are. And this delayed push from Armada, hiding out in ticket, might come out to win them the round. Just spots Sauce Lord, just spots Sir up on Palace. Now has to find Armada. He nearly whiffs the spray, but thankfully able to bring it together and pick up Gaucho's third round. And so we're going to end the first half of Mirage on 9-3 in favor of UBC. That's actually a pretty nice sick craft. I like it with the paint hollows right there. That's pretty nice. So we're gonna see somewhat of an A contact play. I think that was the Deagle coming out from AJN right there on ramp. It's like we are getting a little cocky with our strats. But it works out for UBC as they're able to take over this A site for free. On control is given up as well. We're going to have two barreling down through CT side though. Deserve armed with this deagle and has armor as well. Kind of raid bossing this. Warren's gonna be in a little bit of danger. And Deserve unable to connect with this deagle as Gaucho pick up a 4th round. And hopefully picking up some more rounds here. Winning the pistol round is pretty crucial, so might be able to mount a little comeback perhaps. We will see. Hope everyone is staying warm on this lovely Wednesday night. You know, it's been a bit cold out here in California. My internet seemed to drop a little bit right there, but I gotta get back on the Ethernet cord, but I don't want to move my PC because it was not in my room. So that was kind of like the annoying thing. UBC are going to be going for this force buy. Looks like they were just trying to hold for the initial mid push, but nothing yet. Warren actually grabbing that info towards that jump spot. There's a smoke going down bottom mid. Very interesting. It's actually going to completely isolate Rhino from having any kind of contact. And Warren just finds perfect timing. The con push is coming out perfectly. Armada pushes up their cap, picks up 2. Taken down though. Sauce Lord with this Lurk under Palace. Delaying the presence of UBC finding this pick, and Warren's found out. Now it's all left up to AJN. He's had a pretty good game, all things considered, on CD's side, but put up to the challenge. Unable to connect his shots as Gaucho Gaming are just gonna barely take the round. And find a couple upgraded guns for the 2 players. We're sitting on SMGs, and so now UBC resorting to go for an eco and looking to pick up the next round potentially. There's a little bit of a shooting gallery for Rhino. Be whittled down though. Armada wants to have a little bit on the fun. Gonna pick up 2. Fuzzy as well. Picking up his aforementioned 2K. Gotcha, finally remembering that this is in fact for a spot in the Grand Finals here at Region League. And potentially having the chance to win over $1,000 for his school's team. If they're able to make it through. Gonna be facing up against San Marcos Blue. Lowest seeded team. Locking in though. Honku and Moore gonna go down, and Fuzzy traded out as well as Armada picks up both. Rhino mollied out of jungle. So Sauce here in CT. Super passive gonna get revealed by this Molotov, and the Molotov good perfect flash as well. Speedily going aggressive over ticket booth and trying to make sure that UBC pick up this 10th. Good nade possibly? No, not deep enough. Info now exchanged that there's a CT player. So AJN gonna have to hold this. Just nearly isolates the fight, and so now Deserve in the 1v2 picks up the kill and picks up the second as he picks up double digits for UBC. Cleaning both out Armada and Sir Knight in the clutch, and that's gonna be quite a rough round to lose for Gaucho. As their economy is now a bit on the rocks. Rhino gonna find a nice little pre-fire to get Gombu top mid. The rest of Gaucho sitting on pistols actually. As Fiddly picks up 2 out of Palace. Unprepared for the CT push, and nice little tap onto Sir Knight. So Rhino is actually, Armada's actually pushing through underpass. Might actually be able to catch Warren on this mid lurk. We're going to be completely unprepared for this. Nice little find. And Fiddly actually low on HP, sitting on site with the 3K. And Deserve just clean with it, absolutely destroying both rifles. UBC finally making their way back on this T side.
Jimsy just followed.
Jimsy, thank you for the follow. So now Gaucho are actually just gonna have to be completely on pistols right here. Sawsword, the only one with an SMG. And this mid control is completely given over to AJN. So Gaucho, not really stopped to really think too much. Armada though, gonna be able to find a pick towards Khan. But the pick comes out towards A site. Sauce unable to make work with this MP9. And so UBC prepping themselves up to collect match point, but Armada grabs his Mac 10, but unable to connect it. And more gonna find the one. And UBC, match point 12-6 right now, as they're looking to take the first map of the series and find themselves into a nice little spot to grab the grand finals here at Region League. And if we take a look at the stats right now, I mean, 3 positives on UBC. Kongwu deserve loss fatally, and the only one really positive is Armada, sitting on 20 and 14. The IGL well prepped for this matter, and not well prepped for those flashes though. That's gonna be completely blind. Plus he finds one, a second as well. He's backing off of this play. But Fiddly trying to make this progress, the ramp, and AJ, this extremely aggressive play from Fuzzy completely just overlooked the sight of a second in ramp. As AJN just picks up the kill, and now it's a 1v2, sir. Needing to fight hard right now to keep his team alive on Mirage. We're looking to give over the first map. There is a kit on him and a smoke, so he does have a chance to go for this, but the bomb plant is just absolutely perfect. Set up for ramp and for connector. So Warren's probably going to take this first contact, I think, towards Ticket, unless he just doesn't peek at all. And finding the final shot on the Sir Knight. UBC are going to be picking up Mirage 13-6 as we move ourselves onto Overpass, which is going to be UBC's map. So don't go away. We will be right back. Actually, hold up. I don't even have time for this yet. Give me a moment. Alright, but do not go away. We will be right back shortly as we are heading ourselves over to Overpass. Yeah. So don't go away. We'll be right back. All right. And so here we are back again onto map 2 of UBC Elite versus Gaucho Gaming with Gaucho not really able to put too much of a fight up against UBC on a tough Mirage, picking up 13-6 on the scoreboard. But now on the map pick of UBC, will we be able to see Gaucho Gaming fight back? Will they Gaucho grind back into a victory, perhaps? And so we're going to see players stick up onto the CT side right now. Oh, my HUD is not properly refreshed. Kind of a delayed start right now. There we go. And well read from UBC, catching the timings on Gaucho as they quickly rotate over, stack a third person onto this B side, but thought out play, but Gaucho actually sending both Rhino and Fuzzy to clear out this long, and they might barely be able to catch the timing if they are efficient enough. Find the player walking through Bathrooms connector, and the scale up through mid is coming through fast. Rhino finally picking up one, but already flanked right now. Fuzzy swarmed out, and now Gaucho gonna rotate through. AJ gonna be missing his shots. Take a moment to reset his aim, and Kongbu picking up a nice 3K. Deserved as well. Good little start there from UBC. Well thought out pistol round, and gonna be able to take the first round and potentially a few more with that. Gaucho did have a pretty good push towards long and nearly catching them off guard, but unfortunately they were kind of caught doing the boost, so not really able to capitalize too much off of that. We're gonna see this mid stack come out though. Fight as AJ picks up 2 with a smack 10. The rest of the players are just going to be running up towards mid as AJ continues to put pressure on this, speedily picking up some more on the Mac 10. Oh, nice little find from Armada, but already playing from sight. Deserve a little bit greedy on this pick, gonna drop bomb, but UBC are a little bit unfazed and pick up their second. Armada though, nice 2 picks, and the IGL of Gaucho Gaming is still shooting hard. Wanting to see if he can bring this map into his own scoreline and potentially bring it onto a third, which would be nuke if we do get the chance to get there. UBC gonna keep this nice and simple though. Go with a classic V-rush here on overpass. And Sauce and Fuzzy just phased out. And AJ's just gonna keep on running, grabs Sir as well. And Bomb is gonna go down quick. Gonna pick up their third round, and UBC really just trying to speedrun their way to the grand finals, where they will potentially be able to meet up with San Marcos Blue. Rhino nearly catches a double spray right there. Serve. Taking this time. We're able to pick it up. And UBC on a third. Making light work so far. So Gaucho did just force buy that last round, but not really much success when you can't really even hold everyone barreling out through Monster right there. So you see the rest of the team pick up 5-7s while Rhino's going to be working on this scout. He's going to be heading towards Con while the rest of the players are going to be taking this mid control. And I think surely Fuzzy will relay this. Oh, and AJ's just confident. He's just pushing down through connector right now. Easy find and not really contested whatsoever. Trying to make the scout work, see if I can find some damage for Gaucho to work anything. Nice little find though. Armada actually set up in a nice little spot. But Rhino picking up another with the scout. And gonna actually be able to make it out through bank with this. And slowing down UBC's pressure and keeping man advantage up to the same for both teams. But Sir and Sauce cooked by Deserve, and he's gonna find the third as well. Actually picking up 4 kills that round. UBC 4-0. And I mean, this team just looks unstoppable right now. Just completely unfettered by Gaucho, who we did see had a really good game against Bronco, but not really being able to replicate their same level of success at the moment. So we're gonna just try to swing through this water and just be drowned out by the overwhelming majority of UBC elite players pushing through. I'm just gonna hear this. He's gonna hear the player go through the monster. Nearly finds timing to kill Deserve right there, but a little bit worried about the pressure that he might face towards Sandbags. Gonna be playing a little bit more back now. Spots 2, picks up 2 actually. And now setting up Rhino for a 1v2. Who is sitting on the op. No get though. Bomb gonna go down now. Seems to read this, but holds a little too close to the box as the swing out is gonna just punish him completely. And I'm prepared for the reposition. Deserve is gonna lead UBC to take their 5th round. And nothing is stopping the steamroll. Nothing is stopping the rocket from launching. The rocket from sailing through the space right now. And that space is Gaucho as they are being obliterated. And not anywhere close to these stars. Oh, but a missed smoke. Missed smoke from Gaucho is going to just punish this monster hold. The Molotov is laid as well. And Sauce is going to just barely make it out alive. And now we have 3 players stacked up on this site. I'm knocking my butt off, and apparently so much so that we just see an automatic 1v2 situation. Plus they're gonna pick it up, and Gaucho pick up their 1st round. And honestly, that was quite unfortunate because I really wanted to see what happened that round, but that lag spike really just prevented any of us from seeing what happened whatsoever. But nonetheless, even with the few mistakes that they made at the start, Gaucho were able to come back on what would seem to be a 3v5, I believe. So there might be a little bit might be a little bit life for this team here on Overpass. Oh, Armada with a super aggressive play towards water, and Feely's just gonna chomp on that down. Fuzzy. Lines Deserve into the bathrooms. And so now we're gonna see UBC kind of slow down right now. They don't really seem to have bomb on them, but they're gonna try to see if they can work with the space that they have. And they're a little bit superstitious about these boosts as well. But Sir and Sauce kind of just taking their patient time on site. So the rest of UBC is going to group up for this. Good spot, and Sauce going to be picking up 2. Morin unable to connect as Gaucho pick up a 2nd round. And I think that might be... There have been, like, maybe only one other time during Mirage where they actually, like, had... No, I don't even think so. Maybe T-side... I think, like, the initial part of T-side... CT side. The initial part of CT side for Gaucho on Mirage was like where they actually netted all their rounds, but they had literally not netted any single, not strung together any few rounds since that moment beforehand. But it doesn't matter. A round is a round, and you'll take it. So Fuzzy wanted to keep this round streak going. He's gonna be backing up. But Rhino's gonna have to work this off, see if he can make it. Find the picks, and Armada's here to support him as well. And Gaucho not really shooken too hard by this eco rush. So trying to narrow the gap between the scoreline and make it a competitive affair. Rhino is posted up with this. And Fuzzy tries to go for this peek. Oh, Rhino's not connecting anything, and he's just gonna get run down, give this op over. And now Gaucho panicking. Just rotating over to A as fast as they can. They do not want to give up this space just too quickly. Kongbu holding for this connector control, but everyone seems to be back on A site. Actually, Sauce has already rotated over, and now it's just Sir sat alone on site, and so he actually might just get overwhelmed unless they don't clear him. But oh, gonna just barely miss the timing. Reworking towards bank, and now UBC finding the site for free. The Gaucho in this 3v4 retake, trying to see if they can come back onto this round streak. But it is looking a little bit dire. Oh, good little purifier on a Kongbu. It still finds one regardless. These players are running out, but these kills are exchanged back and forth as Sauce is left into the 1v2. Bomb is not planted for him. Gonna be able to find feed mid. And Warren gonna be able to pick up the round and net UBC a nice little half, 6-3. And so now UBC officially leading the half comfortably. And so now it's all whether or not Gaucho are able to maintain or tie up this game potentially. So we're gonna see a full buy from them. Not looking to really... I think they might have another buy for next round, but it's going to be pretty bad, all things considered, so they might just be already saving for the last. We are going to see this mid push again from UBC, just kind of this casual default. And so Rhino really kind of needs to step up to find these picks out towards mid. Just caught out by the jiggle peek. Finally gaps onto Kongbu though, but the trade onto Fuzzy through connector. Ooh, just barely misses him, but finally connects onto AJ, taking their op down. So Rhino working words. Armada with a great monster push right there. Gonna punish feed. Warren grabs the trade though, and now 2v3. Deserving Warren. Gonna have to repair this ship. Gaucho put it to a halt. Slow down the momentum of this team and try to keep them humble. Stay humble, stay loyal. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Rhino finds a nice shot onto the deserve. And I think he just spotted Warren. He should be able to pick up his 4th kill. And really just grabbing this round together for Gaucho. Fantastic stuff from Rhino. Putting his horn to where it hurts. And so UBC themselves on kind of a bit of a shitty buy too. So they are going to go on pistols and probably save it for this last round. Great stuff right there. I find those absolutely crucial picks that really just like hunker down on this map. So put to the pressure. He's gonna hear this con pressure. Finds one. Can he find a second? Unable to connect on the party though. And finds the no-scope on the feed, and Fuzzy unable to get the trade, but good damage on the combo. Both players are still on Tech 9s, even with 2 kills on Kongbu. AJ finally picking up the gun, though. Taken down, though, and now Kongbu with his Tech 9. OHP. Honestly, if I were him, I'd just try to find Rhino's op and just run. I mean, he definitely does have enough to buy for next round, but might just try to go for this round regardless. Indeed he shall. Spots the player playing over credit. He's just kind of running back. I'll head off by the slight off angle. Oh, but Armada's gonna just beat the kill over. Now, Sir is not gonna have to choke this. Clean it up, right? We're gonna clean up the round pretty easily, and Gaucho 1 round away from tying up this game to UBC and potentially fighting back here on Overpass. Making this game tough and contested. So now, finally, full comfortable buys for both teams, as they're looking to put the final nail in the coffin here and see who should really kind of lead the momentum into this, into the next half. Late boost comes out. Armada's not going to shoot at all, but grabs all this info about this water play. Damage is exchanged back and forth between both teams. A counter boost is done as well. Speedily really trying to make that boost work. AJ actually out through Monster, but opt out by Rhino. Sir finding that pick out through Heaven though, taking the off down. And Armada close on the site. Just gonna be running into Feely. Unable to pick up a second, and Fuzzy though on the flank. But red from Deserve as he rightfully claims his 7th round for UBC. So 7-5, not too bad for Gaucho. Have a good fighting chance, but they are on the T side of Overpass, so I would honestly say, like, on this map, it really just comes down to, like, I think it's very easily to see that, like, UBC know their util, and I would say, like, it's more crucial to know your util for CT side of Overpass than it was on T side, in my opinion. Regardless, though, Gaucho, let's see if they could fight things back, though. Keeping these rounds really close. And UBC are just going to completely stack over onto this B site. But Rotate is already coming out from AJ. Spots out the players rushing up through mid. And already going to have to be playing back right now. Bomb is going to go down. Now we're in a 5v5 retake. Warren trying to work up on this flank through mid. The feed. Gets a trade. Taken down. Gaucho, though, kind of just running over them with these Glocks and gonna be able to pick up a 6th round. The pistol. And looking to take the lead on Overpass here. I think it would be the first time they take the lead of the series. If they do. So UBC are kind of slowing down a little bit right now. We have seen a good couple clutches from them, but will they be able to sustain that momentum here on CT side? It's a little bit. That only time will tell. Very interesting bridge smoke. Deserve just barely gets caught on the timing, but able to find Sauce and Connector. Looks like we are going to be seeing this B split come in, though. And the scale up through sandbags. AJ now in the 1v2. Pushing back and forth, but actually finds the timing. And of course, we hit a lag spike as soon as this happens. And AJ in the 1v1 has to connect this one dig, but Sir gonna run him down with the Mac 10 and pick up tie up the game for Gaucho against UBC 7-7. These rounds are surprisingly really close. Keeping them on the toes, but also keeping the money low as well. So, UBC might have a chance to disrupt Gaucho's economy if they do take this round. Lion Spray are going to be able to find Sir. Now, Armada and Rhino just kind of freaking out in Monster. Completely ran down and just this water control just obliterated. Free real estate though for the rest of the map. AJ looking to capitalize off on this. There's a lot of this contention towards Rhino out of Monster. AJ, will he be able to find this pick on party? Not really looking to push this too much though. Just gonna sit in bathrooms patiently. One by one, these picks are going through, and so now Sauce Lord and Fuzzy here on the 2v5. Both kind of split across from each other. Bring it in. I think Fuzzy just seems to spot him, but timing is a bitch, and Fideli gonna catch that. Sauce able to grab one, but not really high hopes of winning this round, and so UBC are gonna pick up an 8th. Finally taking a win on CT side. Oh, and Sauce actually gonna immolate himself. A little bit of a 1G there. And I wouldn't say that's the most economically sufficient plan you could have done for yourself, but it's something, all right. It is something. Gaucho broke by the buck. Are just gonna be on these pistols right now. One AK on Fuzzy. Can they make this work? Fuzzy has had a little bit of an inconsistent game, I'd say, but bit of a water crutch coming in, and this Glock is putting in its damage. And actually a free bomb site given over right now as the crunch does come through, but too many players overwhelm UBC. Now AJ left into the 1v2. Might be able to catch perfect timing right here if he pushes, and he does. He catches it. As Fuzzy plays deep in a Monster, already pushed through water. And I think Armada's already explaining this. Gets on the site. Now he knows one's in pit. He's gonna go for the defuse. Actually, he's not sticking the defuse whatsoever though. But this nade is perfect. Fuzzy's gonna expose AJ on the site, and now Gaucho tied up once more, 8-8. Keeping it real close here on overpass. And fighting for their tournament life, essentially. Just trying to make it to the 3rd map to see if they can even have a chance to come back and book their spot to the Grand Finals against San Marcos Blue. Yes, you heard me right. San Marcos is in the Grand Finals of this tournament. A little bit of a makeshift buy. We see a Negev has come out on UBC. Definitely some interesting stuff. Interesting strats going around. They UBC do have a couple guns though. We do see Deserve on this from Moss. AJ found out through mid, and I think surely he's gonna say like a couple mid right now. Feed finds one. Grabs the Galil. Picks up a second. Maybe a third. Not quick enough though. But Deserve on this flank. And we lagged out. Warren picks up a kill. And this flank is just perfect. It's just shutting down the bomb. And now Sauce in the 1v3 nearly picks up both kills. But not enough to deal with the onslaught of the Negev gunfire. As UBC bounce back onto a 9th round. And Gaucho once more strapped for cash. Gonna have to look to these pistols that just won them the previous round. See if they could make some magic once more. Oh, Deserve completely left to his own devices out in mid. And Fuzzy grabs his 2K, his synonymous 2K with him. UBC, you're gonna be left panicking already for a rotate. Oh, Warren finds the pick. Oh, and these kills are coming back and forth though. Even with that man advantage, just completely shut down. So Rhino and Armada in to find these. Bomb is shown towards long. They keep UBC at bay for a couple minutes. Armada nearly picks up 2, keeps Kong low. Rhino looking to see if he can book himself a bomb plant onto B site. Rhino has really turned around his performance since the start of this game. Was definitely hitting it slow, but that 4K on CT side seemed to have energized him, and now sitting in 15-14, looking to pick it up into 17 kills potentially. As he needs to win Gaucho this 9th round to see if they have a chance. Otherwise, UBC pick up their double digits and are just inches away from taking the series. Rhino picks up one onto Kongbu, and so now left up into the 1v2, the 1v1 against Feudally, and picks it up. Tied up now, 9-9, and Rhino delightfully cheering for himself right there, as such a crucial round they needed right there. And this buy is once more so bad for UBC. These rounds so back and forth. And close too. Like, if they were probably not as dominant, like, the economy would not be as bad for both teams, but really got to make the most out of these pistols. Now, let me see a couple force buys. And this water push is just not successful. Completely shut down, and AJ with this op. Gonna say sayonara. This Gaucho pick up through double digits. Just 3 rounds away now to go to map 3, which would be Nuke. Definitely fantastic to see the momentum bounce back for this team, but Armada might be able to find this flank on this op. Completely misread though. He spotted out. And AJ is just picking up handouts right now. Ooh, damage is shot a little through that wood wall, but AJ actually kind of dismantling the economy. And so now actually kind of setting up UBC for potential comeback with this. Now we're going to see AJ actually kind of set up for this D play. Spotted out now. And everyone's being mopped up by water. AJ knows that. He knows that Fuzzy jumped over. So not really flashed out, but Warren's gonna pick up the kill regardless. Sauce not able to make much of this as UBC tie up with 10-10. So now 6 rounds left of regulation. Which team will be able to take the overpass? Will it be UBC who will take the series 2-0, or will Gaucho be able to bring it over to a third map onto Nuke? Ooh, and we are seeing this boost employed by UBC to see if they can look deep into connector. This low buy from Gaucho, not really able to find as much effectiveness. We're gonna be fed towards Con. Now the rest of UBC are deciding to play back now with this man advantage. Gonna give up all this mid space. Keeping Gaucho on their toes as they have to kind of take their time to clear out every single part of the map. They do not want to give away these guns. They have given away too many guns in the last too many rounds. They are just now too scared. Ooh, and AJ might get timing, but still be able to pick up Rhino. Right there. My Discord notice on. That's kind of my bad. Sorry. I thought my streamer overlay would turn on, but I guess it didn't. Armada able to pick out AJ with that op. Not going to aggress further. Deserve actually kind of set up pressure for this. Oh, looks like Armada did try to go for it, but read well. Going to pick up third eco. Deserve feels the very deserving of those kills. And UBC 11-10. Gaucho are going to be able to buy on this, but they are not going to have much util, so they really have to make this round count for it. They're going to be figuring out this map control. We see putting this pressure. AJ unable to find a pick with that op. Goes for a repeat again, finds Armada, and just going to be retreating back. All the while, Gaucho tries to reclaim this mid space. See if they could rework mid. And actually, this bomb is going to go out by himself towards long. Fuzzy might find us a little surprised if he does not clear this corner well enough. AJ shooting the op out towards mid. Finding Rhino. Oop, looks like we were good through the engagement. Fuzzy does find the kill, though. These players are going to slowly work up. Sauce finds a random kill on the feed. Just completely unprepped, but it works out in favor of him. Now he knows that AJ is in his bathroom, scope in as well. I'm just gonna blatantly Molotov out. AJ finding the connection on out with long. And UBC Elite, match point now on the series as Gaucho. The highest money they have on their team is 2,700, not even enough for an AK. And so Gaucho put onto the ropes. Will they come out? And now the first tactical timeout comes out. Well, are they able to strategize and come up with a plan to take this? To make it work. Fuzzy. Putting in the effort. So many 2Ks from him, but just not enough. Gaucho have just kind of been picked apart by these pushes. They did have a little bit of a resurgence, but just not enough consistency on a few of these rounds. So UBC finally able to break the bank of Gaucho, and finally looking to take this series and book themselves a spot. AJ backs up from this party play. Not able to connect one. But Deserve with this connector picks up 3. And now it's all left up onto Sir Knight. As UBC take the series 2-0 and book themselves a spot in the grand finals of RegentXD's CS2 Collegiate League against San Marcos Blue. And just absolutely clean stuff from this team. Just completely uncontested. And just strong gameplay. I mean, UBC just completely annihilated. They completely just annihilated on Mirage. Just no contest whatsoever. And so now Overpass was really close, I will admit that. Very close game and good effort from Gaucho, but just not able to bring it over until the rounds that mattered. So unfortunately for them, they're going to lose out, and they are fortunately going to be able to find themselves in the third place decider against I believe against Fullerton, another tough opponent who suffered a pretty rough loss against San Marcos Blue. But congrats to UBC. Let's see if we can get one of these players into a team chat really quickly.
Oh, what?
Hello.
Hello?
Congrats.
What's up?
Would any of you guys be interested in doing a little winners interview?
You guys got it. I'm sick.
Italy, that's Italy.
Speedily?
Sure,
Okay,
that's
I'll grab him then. Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Hello, Feedly. Welcome.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, congrats, you guys. I mean, very decisive 2-0 on both maps. I mean, how'd you guys kind of feel about the series coming in?
Thank you. Well, honestly, we were pretty confident coming into the series because we've played this team twice before, and both times we won. So we were quite confident. As long as we were all like doing our feeling our best and playing our own game, we were pretty confident we would like repeat the scoreline, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it really definitely showed, I think, especially on like Mirage, like you guys just absolutely ran them down on CT side. And I know you guys were kind of trolling a little bit on T side, but you guys were leading by such a dominant lead where it didn't really phase you guys whatsoever. So yeah, you guys showed a really impressive game, but I would say, like, Overpass was looking a little bit close. How'd you kind of feel about the back and forth nature of that game?
Yeah, so it's a little confusing because we normally ban Mirage, and we played him on Mirage before twice, and both times it was like a 13-2 and a 13-1. And Overpass is like one of our best maps, so the other teams like obviously done their homework a little bit and gotten ready for us on it. But yeah, that was the closest series we've had so far against that team, so we can tell they're improving.
Interesting. I mean, it looked like everyone was like really shooting well on your guys' side. Like you guys just consistency throughout. I mean, did you guys really have to do much prep beforehand? Obviously, you guys said you guys were pretty well prepared for this series beforehand, but did you guys need to do like any additional prep, or were you guys just like make it confident that you guys were just gonna take the series essentially?
Well, we did some prep more than in like regular seasons in leagues. Only not because like we are, let's say, afraid of other teams per se, but more like to be more like confident, like how we read the game, I guess, in the middle of the match. Because
I
like
see.
you know how to play a map and what to expect, and it's completely different when you also like know a team's tendencies. It definitely helps. So yeah.
All right. Well, now that you guys have officially won this series, this does finally book you guys into a spot into the grand finals. You guys are going to be facing against San Marcos Blue. How do you guys kind of feel about that?
Oh, San Marcos. Wait, I thought it was Fullerton. We were just talking about that.
Am I crazy?
No. I assume you're right. We haven't looked ourselves. Oh yeah, no, you are correct. Yes. Well, we don't really know what to expect because honestly, mentally, I was preparing for Fullerton. So.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, you guys do kind of have like a week to kind of prep up. It is going to be a little bit rough on the scheduling because, obviously, I think winter break starts next week or so. But I mean, do you guys have any expectations, kind of to ready yourselves up for that grand final? I think it is going to be a best of 5 as well. So, yeah, I could be mistaken, but yeah.
That's right. Well, we may. I don't know. We'll see how schedules go because people are planning on like visiting family and whatnot because it's the end of semester. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I know that at least like half of us that like watch demos every now and then, we'll probably be there analyzing the other team a little bit just to be prepared.
Ooh, okay.
And we've played the other team before, even in previous semesters, so we know they can play pretty well.
Exciting to see. Exciting to see. All right. Any final words before we let you go? I think you guys had a few people in chat cheering for you guys, throughout the game. So, any words you'd like to share with them, or anything you'd like to say before, we let you go?
Yeah. Okay. There's two quick things. My team is awesome. Everyone was killing the rest of the team while I was doing nothing for the first time in a while. So that was great. Very happy to see that. And second, yeah, I'm glad our university promoted this game an hour or so before it began. So I do know there's some fans out there that were watching while we were playing, which is awesome to see. Very happy with that too.
Awesome. That's fantastic. That's nice. We're just trying to build up the league, so it's nice that you guys were able to get some extra viewership into this. But yeah, fantastic game from you guys. Congratulations, and I guess we'll see you next week. Thank you so much for this interview. Yeah.
Thank you, and have a good night.
Yeah. Have a good night. Yeah. So that's gonna be it basically. Grand finals is gonna be UBC Elite versus CSU San Marcos Blue, which is gonna be a very interesting game, a best of 5, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, very interesting stuff. Should I try to get an interview with Santa Barbara, perhaps? I don't know. Let me ask. I'm gonna ask in chat. Let's see. Would anyone from UCSB be interested in an exit interview? Or not an exit, in a interview. I hate that word it like that, but I think last time we tried to get one, and unfortunately everyone just kind of left a little bit beforehand. But might as well just try to ask, and see if we can get a little talk. But yeah, very interesting stuff. And I mean, the game, yeah, I think UBC were really well confidently prepped for this game, but honestly, a really good testament to Gaucho for kind of prepping their strat books on Overpass. You really saw all the work and a lot of the back and forth nature. The game was extremely close. Just because UBC was dominating on the first part of the first half, and then they started kind of slowing down over time. So good stuff from them, but unfortunately, just not really able to make much of a not able to really make much of a showing on Mirage. So, a little bit of a kind of a lost situation on their map pick. I would have definitely been interested to see how Nuke would have turned out, and considering how close that game was, I think if there were some slight decision making differences made, if they probably did not go to hunt AJN at the end right there, they probably would have been able to get to overtime or take the series perhaps. But I think just losing all those guns onto that op save really just ruined the economy of Gaucho right there, as most of the team just had to rebuy back into the next round, even though they just won it. So bit of a rough way to go out. Yeah. I'm not sure if anyone would be down to interview though. No one seems to be responding. Unless should I just barge into their Discord? Is anyone in chat? I gotta do more predictions. I don't know, but yeah, next week. Let's see, when is the final? We don't know when the final is gonna be next week. On our default times are gonna be traditionally Saturday at 3 p.m. But we know that a lot of teams are kind of prepping for the holidays at the moment. I also just want to thank everyone for followings, by the way. Thank you so much for the follows. But we just want to thank. But yeah, we just know that the final is going to be sometime next week, though. I don't know. Do you still need the? Yeah. We don't know when it's gonna be, but yeah, we're just gonna kind of see how it goes per se. Or yeah, we what am I saying? Okay. Yeah. We don't know when it's gonna be, but it will be sometime next week though. So whenever it works. But yeah, I think we seem to have an interlude interview though. Let's see if we can get that working. Um. Oh, hello, Fuzzy. Did Sauce also want to join as well, or? Yeah, sorry for just kind of snatching you right there. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, a little bit of an unfortunate loss tonight. I would say though, like Overpass was looking really close, and I think you guys definitely had a chance to win that one. But I guess let's just start from the top. I guess going into this, how did your team feel going into the series against UBC Elite? Mm-hmm. I definitely would agree with that. Like you guys seem to, I think you guys were definitely pretty close on some of those. Oh wait, oh my god, I've completely forgot I beat you. Do you think you could briefly summarize what you just said for the past minute or so? I'd like to
Yeah, yeah.
apologize.
Were you? Oh, was I muted?
I muted you on my end. I heard you, but
I was gonna say,
the
okay,
stream
yeah, yeah,
didn't
yeah.
hear
I
you.
got you. Basically, we just came in knowing we're massive underdogs, like not expecting really to win or anything. We played them in NECC, I think it was, and got completely stomped. So we were just kind of hoping to come out, play our game, just kind of play loose. And we knew they were gonna play very aggro, so we were trying to counter that. But a lot of our issues came down to not winning duels on Mirage. In a lot of rounds, even though we lost 13-6, like it could have come down. It could have come way closer if we had just gotten a few kills in specific rounds.
Overpass though. I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, Mirage did kind of. I wouldn't say yeah. I would agree. It wasn't. It didn't seem like much of a too dominant fashion. Like obviously the scoreline might say otherwise, but you guys did have some pretty close rounds. I would say. But Overpass on the other hand, though, like you guys kept it pretty close. And from the interview I just had with UBC, um, I mean, they were kind of pretty surprised by how well you guys did. Did you guys kind of do any prep beforehand, or was it just all that
No,
loose flow state?
so yeah, we've done maybe like one scrim on Overpass, maybe a month or so ago against like an IM team, and that went pretty well. But Overpass is not something like we had prepped at all. We kind of didn't think they were gonna pick it. I mean, we did barely did prep. I was just looking at like their Face It games played. But it's a map I'm comfortable on. I used to play it a long time ago when I did ESA and CS:GO, so I kind of just understand like the flow of the map. And on T side especially, or actually their T side, I felt like after a couple rounds, I started to have a really good read on. Like they would go really aggressive on one part of the map, and it would be like, okay, they're putting all their resources in this side. We can take space on the other side. I think they eventually realized we were reacting to that, and they started playing more lurkers to catch our rotates. But that was good. And then the T side, I think we just generally had good understanding of what they were doing. I also started just kind of warming up. Like if I had played that way on Mirage, we probably could have won that. The one round though where I think we lost the game was when they saved the op
Mm.
and brought it into the post plant, or in the next round rather. And I was saying like, guys, they're either gonna force a fight on A or he's gonna sit monster and look for a peek. So I'm like, okay, we just take short here. We take short, and then I think we kind of got a bit jumbled on the communication. We overforced the fight onto the site, which they were stacked for, and then he peeked monster, got a pick, and it just kind of all fell apart there, which was unfortunate. And at that point, our eco was pretty bad. But um, I was honestly surprised by our overpass as well. Like, definitely didn't expect it to go that well.
Mm. Yeah, I would agree with that. Chasing, I think like the op going into the next show that definitely was a bit rough, but also just like everyone just kind of chasing and not really able to find that pick. So you guys just kind of had to full buy up into that, even into the round you guys just won, basically.
Yeah, that was definitely rough.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess yeah. Even despite your guys' kind of like, kind of low hopes for this series per se. I mean, you guys did essentially still book a spot into the uh third place decider, I believe. You guys will probably be going up against Fullerton. In
Right.
that case, how do you kind of feel about that? And do you also like have any? Are you guys gonna kind of take your any time to kind of reset your mental like over the next week or so before you guys have the match or so?
Well, it's definitely not something we were expecting was to play Fullerton. I don't think a lot of people were expecting that result of that game. But I think we're probably just gonna chill. I know we were playing quite a bit before the Aztec game blend or whatever it is, and we didn't do that well. And I think afterwards we kind of just played some Face It and then stopped playing. Like we haven't done much since that point. So I think we're just gonna kind of do the same, just chill and just try to come in, feeling good, just having good vibes, and just try to play our game.
That's good. Yeah, nice. Just nice, comfortable. Just warm
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, I guess before we let you go, is there anything that you would like to share with I guess with the viewers?
I guess just shout out to the boys. Thank you for a great season. Had a great time, and yeah, looking forward to some more games and stuff.
All right, fantastic. Thank you, Fuzzy, for this interview.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, and we will. I guess we'll hopefully see you next week as well.
Yep, yep.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Well, there we have it. Um, that should be pretty much it for tonight. So yeah, I just want to thank everyone for those who followed me. Thank you so much. Um, and yeah, just to summarize, I think we've already kind of summarized much about the game already. But really, I guess kind of Gaucho Gaming kind of didn't really have too many expectations going into this game, but they definitely did have the opportunities to have much more of a harder, or I guess a much more impressive showing from this series, but we're not able to show it on Mirage. On Overpass, they were able to keep it closer, but unfortunately, and so UBC are going to be able to put that final slot into the grand finals against San Marcos Blue, which should definitely be the match of all time in my opinion. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by and tuning in to support RegentXD CS2 Collegiate League. Like I said at the start, it's just nice to see everyone kind of coming around to support Counter-Strike Collegiate on the West Coast, especially since like we don't really have good opportunities where it supports good time zones. I mean, like right now it is just 8 p.m., but on the East Coast, for instance, it is like 11. So just that time difference disparity really makes it hard for some of the scheduling of matches. But yeah, I just want to appreciate everyone for kind of stopping by and tuning in. And hopefully we should have some good matches set up for next week. So there's definitely a lot to look forward to. And yeah. Anyways, I am going to head out. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I will thank you guys so much for watching. And we will see you guys next week. All right? Or there might be some more. I think there are going to be some more matches this week. So stay tuned. If you're not follow Regent on Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter. I'll repost any of the matches that I cast. Or if you're in the Discord, of course, you'll know when the matches are being streamed as well. We definitely do have the challenger side as well. So we have the semifinals with those guys. So if you guys are interested, make sure to stay tuned, to stay alert and whatnot. And feel free to follow me on my socials here or on Regent socials. All right. Anyways, have a good night, everyone.